In previous discourse, you have discussed about Sri Ramakrishna advising the devotees. So one must repeat the God's name and sing His glories. And now and then visit God's devotees, Satsanga, He has mentioned. And then now and then you take off from regular activities, go to solitude. This was his advice. And then Sri Ramakrishna also said, there are 3 ways of meditation. Think of God while doing your duties. Think of God. Or meditate on Him in a secluded corner of your house. Or contemplate Him in a wood. That means go to forest. Forest means somewhere go to solitude. This is the advice. So 3 ways. And then most important thing Sri Ramakrishna mentioned as Viveka. So discriminate between which is real and which is unreal. God alone is real. All other things are unreal. Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. That same what Shastra said, same thing Sri Ramakrishna repeated. So not on just repeating, he has experienced. See, Sri Ramakrishna is authority of Shastra. Who can be authority of Shastra? One who has realized, one who has experienced. If you say, I have read Vedanta, Shastra, I have read so many books, I have listened so many lectures, so many CD, everything. It is not, we cannot claim that I have realized. Only one can claim by realizing, by experience, through experience, only one can say that as I have realized. Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya. So, how to realize? So, you choose the Guru through Guru Mukhena. Through Guru, you receive instructions. So, follow Guru's instruction. Then only you will be able to realize the reality. Highest Brahma Jnana will come only through the grace of Guru. That is told by Sri Ramakrishna, our Shastra has told. And all our Guru Parampara, right from Sakshat Parameshwara, from Parameshwara to Shankaracharya, and present Sri Ramakrishna Swamiji. All our Gurus, they say, whatever you listen from Guru, then you can realize. So Gurus have, so you must have some Guru. Mantras have given. So repeat the name with great Shraddha. With great Shraddha, one go on repeating, doing your duty, then mind will be purified. Our Chitta Shuddhi. So once mind is completely purified, then you will be able to realize. Automatically Jnana will come. So next, then here same thing, M is asking, how ought we to live in the world? Because now he is thinking how to realize God. Our goal is, Sri Ramakrishna already said, the goal of human life is God realization, he has told. Then whether to live in the world or leave this world and go away, that natural, it comes, that confusion. Then Sri Ramakrishna is telling, do all your duties, but keep your mind on God. Live with all, with wife and children, father and mother, and serve them. Treat them as if they were very dear to you, but know in your heart of hearts that they do not belong to you. See, this statement, Sri Ramakrishna is not compromising that highest ideal. Don't think like that. He is giving Shastra Pramana, this one. Generally, some few people, without understanding Shankara, they criticize Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya denied the world. No, he never said like this. There are truths, three types of truths. Satya, there are 3 types. One is temporary truth. Suppose you see silver in seashell. So when you see the seashell, it will look as if it looks like it's silver. Once you go and you see that object, then you will understand, this is not silver, it is a seashell. This is a temporary. Till then, till you understand that this is not a silver, then that temporarily it exists, the truth. The second type of truth is, as long as you realize, until you don't realize Brahman, the world is real. This is Shankara himself said. Shankara never denied, Adi Shankaracharya never denied this world. He never denied this, your samsara. You do your duty. You perform your karma according to Shastra, Dharma. That was Sri Ramakrishna is the same thing is telling. So, the second type, till you realize Brahman, this world is real. Once you realize Brahman, once you get Brahma Jnana, then this world, you will understand that this is unreal. This will disappear. So till then you have to perform. What type of work you have to perform? So how to work? That is why Sri Ramakrishna is the same thing Shankara also says. Shankara says, Nishkama karma you do. How to perform Nishkama karma when you are living in the household life? That is Sri Ramakrishna is clearly saying, do as if you are so dear to you, all your wife, children, father, mother, husband, as if they are very dear to you, but in the heart of hearts, you should feel that they are not belong to me. The same Sri Ramakrishna, Shankara also says, you perform Nishkama karma according to Shastra. What Shastra says? Don't expect any result. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. So, any work, whether you work in the office, as a teacher, everything, even working in the house itself, the housewife, if they perform work, yes, I have to serve them, I have to take care of my children, but heart of it, all they belong to God's children. So, defy. That is what Sri Ram Swamiji says in one of his lectures. Any person who is completely immersed in the world and he missed the way. And person who leaves the world and goes away from leaving this world and going and sitting in the cave in the Himalayas, forgetting this world, he also missed the way. Then what to do? What is the way? You defy it. Defy, everything is divine. Same thing, what is Sri Ramakrishna is telling, the same Shastra, Upanishad says, Isha vasyamidam sarvam. Et kincha jagatyan jagatu. Whatever you see, everything is divine. See, in the perspective of divine, you see the world. In the perspective of the world, if you see the world, then you will not have any attachment towards world. Then your mind will be purified. Once purified, then you will get jnana. You will be qualified to get jnana. So, generally what happens, our work is like this. One story is there. Their Guru Shishya. What Shishya went to Guru, approached Guru to get Shastra, Jnana, all Brahma Jnana. One should learn. But both of them do not know each other's language. So the Guru does not know the language of Shishya, Shishya does not know the language of Guru. But somehow they were both of them talking in broken Sanskrit. They knew a little bit Sanskrit. In broken Sanskrit they started learning. Then Guru taught him, and Shishya half-halfly he has learnt. He has not completed his education. He just half of the thing only he learnt. He has not, without completing his getting jnana, he came out. Then somebody asked, why you are not completed, you are not learnt anything completely, how come you have come like this? Then Shishya said, see, I wanted to learn whole thing, but what Guru said, Guru, if I teach you, what I will get? From the point of Shishya is telling, if I teach you what benefit I am going to get, then the same person went to Guru. Why you did not teach him? Why you don't teach him whole thing to that your Shishya, your disciple? Then Guru said that Shishya who came, if I learn this, what I will get, he said. So if I learn this knowledge, if you study this, what benefit I am going to get? So if that attitude is there, how we will get Brahmajnana? So how if that attitude, if you do work, if you perform your action, how your mind will be purified? See, Guru is not ready. Guru is also expecting to teach someone with some expectation. And Shishya also wants to learn something from the Guru with some expectation. With that attitude, you will not Brahmajnana, God realization is not possible. Only soul idea is, I have to realize God. What should be there? Mumukshatva, I want to realize God. That is why what Shankara says, of course our Shastra says, Vedanta Shastra, that sadhana chatushtaya. What are the sadhana chatushtaya? Nitya vastu viveka. What is real and real? Here Sri Ramakrishna says, see here what he says, you should always discriminate between the real and the real. See, Sri Ramakrishna, everything Shastra, from Shastra, what Shastra says, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, because he has done his life. So, nitya vastu viveka. Iha mutra phala bhoga viraga. All expectations, all results. Iha mutra phala bhoga viraga. Vairagya. Now, what expectation for this life and later life. So, if I do this, I will go to Swarga. Swarga is not ultimate. In a Sanatana Dharma, going to Swarga is not ultimate goal of human life. That you have to understand. We should be very clear. Clearly, our Shastra says, what is the goal? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Moksha is freedom. Of course, Purva Mimamsakas, those perform yajnas, their idea of moksha is going to Swarga, but that is not taken as moksha in general. Even all other acharyas, they deny that one. So moksha is freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from bondage. Though, to understand that, gain the knowledge, everything is Brahman, everything is God Himself. That is why Sri Ramakrishna is telling, what he is telling, the eternal substance, all else is unreal. The God alone is real. Yes, Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Shastra also same thing it says. God alone is real. That means Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya. So, Sadhana Chatushtaya, what one discriminate between what is real and what is unreal, Viveka, Vairagya, and then self-control, Indriya Nigraha. So, control. The Sri Ramakrishna also says, control your senses, Kamini Kanchana. Sri Ramakrishna used very simple colloquial language so that all people can understand. He spoke in very local language. He did not use any highest language, Sanskrit or any other Granthika Bhasha, that is literary language. He has used simple colloquial language. He is telling, so Kamini Kanchana, what does it mean? Control your senses. That is the main idea. Then, Sri Ramakrishna, one more thing he said, Vyakulata, Tivra Vyakulata. I want to realize God. That same thing, Sadhana Shashtaya, that our Shastra says, Mumukshatva, Moktum Micha Mumukshu, Bhoktum Cha Bhubukshu. One who likes to eat, he is called Bhubukshu. One who wants to realize, once you want to be free, he is called Mumukshu. So Mumukshu, Sri Ramakrishna used in simple language, Vyakulata, yearning. I want to realize God. Without realizing, I cannot live. That much of urge should be there, yearning should be there. Vyakulata, Sri Ramakrishna says. So, that is three types of. So, temporary truth, three types. Just like seeing the silver in this seashell. Once you go near, then you'll understand that it is silver. Oh, it's not true. And just another example, classic example, it is there. Seeing snake in the rope. You see, in the twilight, you see there is a rope. From a distance, as if something snake is existing. Once you go put torch on that, you will understand it is a snake. It is not a snake, it is a rope. So before you are understanding that there is a rope, does snake exist? That no. Only when you understood that this is not a snake, it is rope. That time it was a rope, or even before also it was a rope. So this always is a rope only, because you are wrong understanding. So that is temporarily what you understood, what you imagine, what you are thinking, that is a snake, that will temporarily exist but disappears. It is temporary truth. The second, till I realize Brahman, this world is real. So you have to perform your duty. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, do all your duties, but keep your mind on God. That's what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So don't run away from your duties. Sri Ramakrishna, Shankara also same thing he says. So you have to perform your karma. He never denied. Some people say, Shankara says, everything is Maya, is told. No, people wrongly they understanding Shankaracharya's teaching. He clearly said, Sri Shankaracharya says, no, world is real. As long as you realize God, as long as you realize Brahman, this world exists. You have to perform your karma, perform your action, so that mind will be purified. Then the third truth is Brahman itself. Trikala abhadita satya. This is Brahman. The God alone is real. Sri Ramakrishna is telling God alone is real. This is third real, that is the only, it will never change. See, this always remains Brahman, past, present, future. Once you realize there is no past and present, future, nothing. There is no Trikala abhadita satya. So that is the goal of our human life. That is Sri Ramakrishna in a simple language, God realization, Bhagavad Sakshatkar. What is Bhagavanta? Everything is Brahman. Every Shastra says, Isha vasya vidam sarvam, etkinja jagatyan jagatu, tena tyaktena punjita, ma grutakasya siddhanam. Everything is God alone. Now how can you claim yourself, this is mine? Everything belongs to, say, everything is God. So suppose once, see, that's why Sri Ramakrishna is telling, do all your duties, but keep your mind on God, live with all, with wife and children, father and mother, and serve them. Treat them as if they were very dear to you, but know in your heart of heart that they do not belong to you. They do not belong to you. For whom? They belong to whom? They belong to God. Their God has manifested as them like that. They have manifested those in front of you. Before husband, wife is a God, goddess. For wife, husband is God. So in that attitude, you have to see. Isha vasyabidam sarvam. Etkinja jagatyan jagatena tyaktena bunjitama grudakasya siddhanam. So don't claim is their mind. They are somebody. They are not mine. They are mine. That attitude should not be there. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is telling the same Shastra, the Upanishad, Ishavasya Upanishad is telling everything is divine. You cannot claim for yourself. This is mine. You cannot say. So with that, yes, everything is divine. So how Sri Ramakrishna is giving example, beautiful example. A maid servant in the house of a rich man performs all the household duties, but her thoughts are fixed on her own home in her native village. She brings up her master's children as if they were her own. She even speaks of them as my Rama or my Hari, but in her own, she knows very well that they do not belong to her at all. See, maid servants in house also maid servants may be there. They will work all as a mom. They say, oh my owner, my boss, all this we tell in the office also, my boss. So as long as you are working in the office, you all is my office. Once you get retirement, What you will not be allowed inside. So that means as long as you will work. What for you are working? Are you working who are working outside? They are doing their jobs. They are not working for their own purpose. They are not working for that company. They are working for themselves. Even company who is running, those business people, they are running company not for themselves. They are not for people, those work there. He wants some profit. Everybody thinks about their own self. No, nobody is working. Of course, if I take care of the workers, then my work will be, I can get work done better way. I can give better products to the society, products to the market. All those things, ideas may be there. But in the heart of hearts, what is their ultimate, their goal? I want to get profit. Those working in the office, I want money, I want salary. Nobody working for the company, no? In the heart of heart, they want salary only. So whatever salary, they have to satisfy their needs. So similarly, in the house also, maid servant, how she works as if they are, I am so much devoted, they are so great, they are as if they are my parents. She may talk like this, maid servants. For those working in the house, they are much more greater than my parents. So such a way they are taking care of me. But in heart of hearts, what is there? Once if they, suppose if the owner of the house, she scolds, then totally their attitude will change. Her attitude will change. That means you understand that everybody is working for own self. What is that self? That is why in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Yajnavalkya says to his wife Maitreyi, Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Nava are jayaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Oh Maitreyi, nothing, nobody, husband does not love wife is for wife's sake. Wife does not love her husband for husband's sake. She loves for her own self. She sees her own self in him. What is that self? So just to leave that from that self, from lower self to higher self. That way Sri Ramakrishna is telling, what is lower self? Sri Ramakrishna in Bengali says, Kachami, Pakami. That means ripened ego and unripened ego. Unripened ego means, this self is not this body, mind. That self is Brahman. Atman and Brahman is one. That realization, that knowledge will give you that liberation, that highest ideal. That is Sri Ramakrishna is telling, you work like this. So, see, everybody and anybody can immediately, they cannot go for highest Advaita Jnana. You have to perform all these things. That's why everybody, so if anybody wants to realize God, so Shankaracharya says, Brahma Satya Jagan Mitya Jivo Brahma Evana Para, you leave, this is Maya. If he says, everybody, okay, this is Maya, leave and go. Is it possible? Are we qualified to get that knowledge? Shankara knew that. The greatest mistake done by Buddhists, not Buddha, it is Buddhist. What happened? See, everybody started giving sannyasa to everyone. During Buddhism and Buddha, yes, he denied this Shastra, he denied the necessity of this action, necessity of karma. When he started giving sannyasa to everyone, then whole country became so weak during the Buddhist period. That is, these are not my words. Swami Vivekananda himself says, it is the greatest political blunder of Buddhism. See, giving everybody to sannyasa, those who are not qualified, those who are not ready to receive that highest knowledge. Yes, Buddha has realized highest enlightenment, he got highest enlightenment, but is it ready to give them this highest enlightenment to everyone? Are they ready? Is it possible for them? So this slowly they have to transform. You cannot convert them. That is the greatest mistake. See, you can transform, but you cannot convert anybody. If you try to convert, it's the greatest, the big agitation will come. Society will become chaos. If you force somebody, if you forcibly would convert them, what will happen? Then he will develop more and more hatred towards other things. That the same person, if he transform himself, he will love everybody. That is why Sri Ramakrishna, all these great people, Shankara, great Shankaracharya, he did not hate any system. When he brought that highest Advaita Vedanta, he did not hate. He established Shanmata Stapaka. He established in those days when during the time of Shankaracharya, there are so many different types of practices was going on. Some people are worshipping Shakti, some people are worshipping Surya, some people are worshipping Shiva, some people are worshipping Vishnu. Then what Shankara did? Yes, all right. Good. Whatever you perform. Yes, Vishnu, all right. Shiva, perform Shiva, that's all right. Everything. But see that the same Vishnu or Shiva, ultimately through that bhakti, through the performing and worshipping that particular form of God, slowly you transform yourself to the highest. So this is different stages. See, this is a very good help. Sri Ramakrishna Shankara says, bhakti is the greatest thing, very greater thing. Bhakti is the best way to realize highest moksha. In Vivekachudamani, Shankara says, moksha samragya tat bhaktireva gariyasi. Moksha samagyat bhaktireva gariyasi. Bhakti is the highest way, highest path to realize, to get moksha. What is that bhakti? What type of bhakti? Saswarupa anusandhana bhaktiri ityabhidiyate. Saswarupa. See, Saswarupa means everything that is Paramatma. That Saswarupa means the bhakti towards the highest self. Bhakti towards highest Brahman. So, worshipping Vishnu or Shiva or Shakti, that see that highest, all-pervading Shakti. Suppose if you are worshipping Shakti, you are all-pervading Shakti. Sri Ramakrishna worshipped Divine Mother Kali. When he realized, what he said, Sri Ramakrishna, everything is Mother. I don't know. Mother speaks. So when he never said, Sri Ramakrishna in his whole of his life, anything he wants to express. No, I am not, I don't know. Mother will tell. Mother is, he wanted to express highest knowledge. When Sri Ramakrishna, see, why we call Sri Ramakrishna as Avataran? Because he wanted to give that highest knowledge. He wants to express everything to us. But Sri Ramakrishna says, so I want to tell everything, but Mother is not allowing me. That means what? Because Brahman cannot be expressed. You have to be experienced. You can, through words it cannot be expressed. It should be experienced. That experience is coming. He wants to, that what he experienced, he wants to tell it's not possible. So what he experienced, everything is Divine Mother. Everywhere Mother. No, I don't know. Suppose if you want to do something, no, I will go and ask Mother. See, he wanted to practice Advaita Sadhana, Sri Ramakrishna, under the guidance of Totapari. Then Totapari comes, he practiced 40 years to realize that highest Nirvikalpa Samadhi, to get Brahmajnana. Then he was in search of right disciple. Finally he came to Dakshineshwar. So he was sitting under the bank of, sitting near the bank of Ganga. He saw Sri Ramakrishna, young boy. Young boy means maybe hardly 25, 27 age. He saw that. Then he looking at Sri Ramakrishna, do you like to learn this one? Advaita Sadhana, would you like to practice? Yes. But I will go and ask Mother. So if you want to take this Advaita, you have to practice Advaita Sadhana, he has to take sannyasa. Sri Ramakrishna has to take sannyasa. So let me go and ask my mother. He thought that, Totapari thought that he is going to his mother, his biological mother. He thought like that. Where Sri Ramakrishna went, straight away went to Dakshineshwar Kali Mandir. Mother, the Nangta Ashagache, Then he's telling, Nangtam is he's naked. So this Totapari used to move naked. Naga sadhu. So this naked sadhu has come. He's asking me to learn this Advaita sadhana. Will I learn? Then after few minutes he comes back. Yes, my mother gave permission. What is that? See, everything, he identified everything himself with mother. Mother is the only thing. Mother only existing. He already experienced. Sri Ramakrishna, in the very first experience itself, he saw whole thing. The whole, after coming to Dakshineshwar, going on practicing this, going on weeping. Oh mother, give me darshana, give me this one, your vision. He was weeping like anything. So much. People thought that, oh, he's weeping for his mother, living somewhere in Kamarpukar village. People were thinking, but actually he's weeping for whom? He was weeping for Divine Mother to have her darshan. Then afterwards, when he was not getting her vision, he was about to he was about to cut off his head. Then immediately he has realized that Divine Mother. What he realized? Just what happened, Sri Ramakrishna, in his own words, he says, everything disappeared. Whole thing. Whatever is whole building, chair, cart, everything is just disappeared. And what experience? Only unless we experience, we cannot experience. So, what is everywhere Divine Mother, her Divine Mother presence. No other, nothing exists. That is why now he is not able to claim, I can do, because completely, this ego is completely thrashed. There is no separate ego. Only one existence, that is Mother, Divine Mother. So he is taking permission. Then already he had that experience of highest Vedanta, highest Advaita experience. And then again, why he has practiced? Because Sri Ramakrishna is not only he has incarnated not only because of just to experience, to realize and go away. Not like that. He has come here to establish dharma. What is that dharma? So everyone has to work for the realization of God. That is first dharma. Another thing, and whatever I have realized, whether it is corresponding, whether it is tallying with Shastra. So Sri Ramakrishna not only has come here to give new religion, he has not come. He has come to establish what is there, the dharma, Shastra. Establish that dharma, Vedic dharma. So for that reason, so he has realized, even though he has realized that highest reality, and he has to undergo all these disciplines, not because of only just whims and fancy, not because of just, okay, whether let me practice like this, not like that. So all the paths prescribed in our Shastra, Vaishnava, Tantra, Vedika, Vedanta, all these paths will lead to the highest reality. To show, so nothing is wrong, nothing is bad. Everything is true. All the paths are true. And the one reason, another reason is, so you have to follow Shastra, Dharma. That also you want to show to the devotees, show to the seekers. That's why so after realizing all these things, and he comes back to, after realizing, after experience of Divine Mother's vision, he comes to Totapari and I am ready. So same thing after practicing under the guidance of Totapari, he realizes within 3 days. Then within 3 days, he goes into Irvikalpa Samadhi. Sri Ramakrishna completely merges in highest reality. Then this Totapari, he says, "Ye kya Devi Maya hai?" I took 40 years to realize this. Within 3 days, who could he realize? That's why we call him Avatara. So that Sri Ramakrishna practicing all this discipline, after realizing that God alone is real, Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya, after realizing that, he is telling, do all your duties, but keep your mind on God. Live with all, with wife and children, father and mother, and serve them. Treat them as if they were very dear to you. Because Sri Ramakrishna could understand. See, it is not possible for everyone to, at a time, all of a sudden getting highest realization is not possible for ordinary people like us. You have to undergo certain disciplines. You have to choose some particular discipline. You have to go on that. So, do your duties. How to live, how to perform your duties? Just like maid servant. So, one lady came, an old lady, to Sri Ramakrishna. Baba, Sri Ramakrishna always says, repeat the God's name. Then you always think about God. He was go on telling, in the air itself, repeat God's name and sing glories, glories. Where is the time? Then she goes to Sri Ramakrishna, Baba, it's not possible. So I am very much obsessed with my grandson. I am very much attached to my grandson. So all through my whole day I have to take care of him. Then Sri Ramakrishna, simple advice, very simplest solution he gave. What is that? Okay, all right. You are very much obsessed with your grandson. No, don't worry. You think that God's grandson as Sri Krishna himself. Serve him. Give him food. Take care of him. Give him bath. Everything. But as if you are giving bath, as if you are giving food to Lord Krishna himself. What is your chosen deity? She was the devotee of Sri Krishna. Okay, all right. Serve your grandson, baby, as Krishna. That's all. See, you just defy. That is what Swami Vivekananda said in America. One who leaves everything and goes away to the Himalaya and sits in the cave, he missed the way. One who completely immersed in the world and forgetting about highest reality, forgetting God, and he also missed the way. What is the way? Defy everything. Everything divinize everything. Every action should be divinized. Defy it. That is what Swami Vivekananda said. All this, whatever Swamiji spoke in America and India, he received from Sri Ramakrishna. What Sri Ramakrishna spoke, everything corresponds to this Shastra. The same thing, Shankara also says, all our acharyas, they have come to give the established dharma. They realized, established Shastra. That's why I am telling Buddhism, Buddha has realized highest enlightenment, got real enlightenment. But giving indiscriminately to the sannyasa to everyone, you just imagine, there is one small village, only 50 families are there. At a time, hundreds of sadhus goes for bhiksha. Where from they will give bhiksha? And when the invasion started, during Mir Qasim, during that time only, they have handled with the Buddhists, because many kings, they got converted, became sannyasis, whole country became weakened. Then it was easy for them, invaders, to attack the nation. See, that is why dharma. See, duty, each one has got one duty. Through your performing your duty, slowly you are transformed. Don't convert. That is why Sri Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. What he told? Fight. Sri Krishna is telling to Arjuna, fight. If you don't fight, what will happen? This adharma will become powerful. They will capture it. And more adharmis. Unrighteousness will go away. People will become indisciplined, absolutely. The whole country will collapse. So you have to do your duty. With that duty, you have to transform. Slowly, when performing your duty, your mind will become purified. Your mind will be purified. Once mind is purified, then you will be able to understand the highest knowledge, highest scripture, highest knowledge. Then only you can talk about Brahmajnana. Otherwise, you are not. For that reason, highest knowledge is not possible. That's Shankara what he said. Perform your karma. Perform nishkama karma. Here Sri Ramakrishna, nishkama karma means what? Here, do your duty and Focus on God. So just like the tortoise moves about in the water, but can you guess where her thoughts are? There on the bank, where her eggs are lying. Do all your duties in the world, but keep your mind on God. Just like tortoise lays its eggs on the bank and near the shore. Even though it lives in the water, but mind always, my eggs are there, my children are there. So like that you should be there in the society, in the samsara. So then when you go on practicing this, mind will become completely purified. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, Shankara, all these great people, they never denied this world. Brahman is not enemy of the world. You have to think. God is not enemy of the world. Only the Brahman is enemy of the ignorance, not God, not the world. So, reality is enemy of ignorance. That you have to understand. But reality is not enemy of world. So, world is real as long as you realize, as long as you don't realize God, then world is real. Once you realize God, once you realize that this is everything is Brahman, then this world will disappear. Even though you live in the world, you understand this is unreal, not real. That is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Same Shankara also is telling. Our Shastra also says. Then, if you enter the world, first cultivate love for God. That is what Sri Ramakrishna said. In love, how to live in God, how to live in the world. Sri Ramakrishna clearly says, if you enter the world without first cultivating love of God, you will be entangled more and more. That's why cultivation is God's love. That's why how to purify our mind, living in this world, living in the samsara. Here clearly Sri Ramakrishna says, cultivate love for God. Because you cannot straight away, you cannot go for path of jnana. Straight away you cannot go, it's not possible for everyone. Maybe there may be some people who were able to go in that line, but it is not for everyone. First you cultivate love for God. Then, otherwise what will happen? You will be overwhelmed with its danger, its grief. All sorrow, grief, misery comes because we don't cultivate love for God. If you cultivate the love for God, then people are there. There are some people come. Usually when our ashrama, some devotees, not all, some devotees, they approach the sadhus, senior sadhus. They go, Swamiji, my granddaughter is not getting married. My daughter is not getting married. My granddaughter is not getting married. Once if the granddaughter got married, then they are not getting children. Then the Swami told, see, if your granddaughter not getting married, it is problem of your son, not for your problem. Why do you worry about that? See, your duty is still you are taking care of your children. Once you are given all education, all everything, you forget about that. That is their problem. So go on accumulating. So if you don't cultivate love for God, then will go on, it accumulates. Worry. Uddhastavasta chintayati. Shankara says in Vekachudamani, in the young age, in the younger days, we'll spend our time with playing. In Bhalavastha, that means childhood days, what will we spend whole life in playing with other things. Once you come to youth, you will spend our time with sensory pleasures. Once you become old, what will happen? We are all worried, always we'll spend our time in chinta. Always go on worrying. So don't worry. Once you given all the education, all taking care of your son, your children, you forget they will take care of their children. Don't worry. That is what Shankara says, Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So, how to give up? How to give up that attachment towards children and all grandchildren? Cultivate love for God. That's all. More and more. Don't depend. Emotional dependence. See, financial dependency necessary to take care of your body. But there should not be emotional dependency. Emotional dependency, it is very, what happens, what will happen to them, how they'll, next to, whether they're not talking, they're not speaking to me, my son has gone to America, they're not putting with that. Why do you bother? So, nothing is permanent. So, once you develop this love for God, you need not worry. Wherever they'll be. That's why if you go on cultivate love for God, if you go on thinking about God, God will take care of you. It happened in our order once long ago. One gentleman is a great devotee. So he is a quite rich man. And then what happened? He used to give all some donations, and then whatever necessary service he used to give. Long service he used to give in somewhere in one of the centers in Bengal. So regularly he used to give. He is a very good devotee. He is very much devoted to Sri Ramakrishna, his chosen ideal. Every day he used to come. So whatever necessary thing he has given his children, everything, all necessary things, he made arrangements for them. See, he became old. Once he became old, but he was very close, very much devoted to Sri Ramakrishna. He was very great devotee. Then once what happened? His children just simply deserted him. They thrown out. Where to go? He was everything. They took away all his property, everything. Just he was completely left like this. He was left alone. What would simply came to ashrama, somewhere over ashrama. He sat there. He not expecting. So the sadhus could understand what he is a great devotee. Regularly has given service. What happened? Then totally, where to go? I don't know. Why do you worry? You have served Sri Ramakrishna. He will take care. Don't worry. Don't go go back to your house. Stay here. Then till the end he stayed in our Kashi Shivashrama. He died there. On last final race, everything taken care of by our Ashrama Swamis. See, once you love towards God, everything you surrender to God. Ananya chintyantomam ejana parvipasate desha nityavyuktanam yogakshema vahamyam. How Shri Krishna has told. It's absolutely true. Once you surrender to God, if you surrender yourself to everything, will take care. Don't worry, you need not worry about your children. You need not worry about somebody will take care of you. No, God will arrange. If they are not there, somebody will be there to take care of you. In the different form. See, so much service he has given. See, he was left like that. He was not left like that. Yes, you are served. You belong to Sri Ramakrishna. You need not. Why do you worry about your parents, your children? Because Sri Ramakrishna has taken you in his fold. You need not worry. You need not go back. So finally, he peacefully left his body in the ashrama, in our Kashi Shivashrama Vruddhashrama. So he got mukti also and bhukti also. Both he was taken care, at the same mukti also has given in our ashrama. See, because so much love for God, love for Sri Ramakrishna, everything changed. So, if you perform your duty, regular duty, with the love of God, then you transform yourself. And then finally, your mind will become purified. You will have absolute peace. That is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling here. What he is telling? So, do all your duty and keep the focus on your mind on God. That's all. That's why in another example, first rub your hands with oil and then break open the jackfruit. See, directly if you go and cut, all sticky, your hand will become sticky, very difficult to remove that jackfruit. So what they do, those who cut jackfruit, first they rub their hand with the oil, then they cut. So similarly, rub hand, oil means here oil is God. So take the name of God, perform your duty, then you will be peaceful, happy. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, otherwise they will be smeared with its sticky milk. First secure the oil of divine love, and then set your hands to the duties of the world. But one must go into solitude to attain this divine love. Now and then you should go to solitude. You have to practice to living in solitude. Then you will not have any problem. Now and then you should go and sit alone. Solitude. Think yourself. Introspect yourself. Contemplate. Then these problems will not be. Then you will be prepared yourself living alone. Otherwise, if the circumstances comes, some situation comes, you have to be alone. Then you will not be alone. You will be lonely. You feel lonely. That should not come. That shouldn't have to happen in your life. You should feel alone. You should feel happy to be alone instead of be feeling lonely. So, what we want? We want to be alone. Alone means focusing on God. Otherwise, you would feel lonely, depressed, and morose, and worrying. So that should not happen. That should not happen means what you have to do? Think about God. Perform all your actions thinking about God. That is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So next portion we'll take up in the next class, coming Sunday. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.